Well, welcome back once again to the Withlacoochee River Report, where you'll be highly offended by my compelling rhetoric. Uh, let's get through the intro and we'll see how far I've got. Well, so far things are running good. Oh, we're moving right along. Hey, I brought a couple more freight cars out from... I still have a ton of freight cars in the house. Don't have a ton of engines in the house, but I got a ton of freight cars. As you can see, I've extended the layout a little bit more. I've got a little super elevation in that curve over there, which is going to help it look a little bit better. Okay, we've made it all the way around where we're getting ready to bridge the Withlacoochee River here. Concrete river. Yep, that's coming along pretty good. Yeah, I know, I built my railroad with scrap wood and everything. But hey, at least I got something to build a railroad on. It looks like I'm not going to have enough line L track to make my full loop. Until Dana opens back up, and then hopefully I'll have made a little money by then. Jobs are getting a little scarce around here, especially daily jobs. Yeah, I work as a temp, so I get I don't get a whole lot of jobs. I haven't been getting a lot of jobs in the since December. It's been like this. I've had good ones where I've had good repeat tickets and everything, but I haven't really had it very good. So far this week, I only had one work day. So, money's getting a little tight. But there's not much I can do if there's no jobs out there. I guess I can start getting ready to scrap some metal. I've got a little bit of metal to scrap. I've got some change saved up. So we'll get by. It's just not going to be easy. They're going to make the creditors a little unhappy. Oh well, I don't care about them. Alrighty. But as you can see, I've gotten quite a ways around now. As you can see, remember the old modules I was building? Yeah, well, I decided to use that wood. That fresh boxcar I brought out, that's one of the Steam Era classics. It's a single sheathed boxcar by Atlas O. Boy, it needs weathering, doesn't it? I do like that RS1. I like my RS3 too. But I do like that RS1. It works great. I tell you what, I hear nothing but complaints from some of the locals about MTH locomotives, but you know, I haven't had really a lick of trouble out of mine. I understand the boards go bad. I get that. The one I have had trouble with, believe it or not, is my K-line F unit there. It goes fine going forward, but when you go to back up, it's hitting something it's bouncing the front truck. I don't know what it is. It might be something that's common to K-line F units for all I know. Gee, another almost all week off of work. Oh, that does move. That does transition off of that just fine there. Okay. I was a little concerned I might have a kink in the rail there, but I don't. Now here's the plan. Over here I'm going to have to come off of here, build this way. Now I think for most of that I'll only need it about a foot wide from the wall, and then around, and then of course I'll have a bridge built across basically the river. Of course that's going to be the duck under. Naturally, in the way this building's configured, there was no way, and its size, I can't do anything but a duck under there. If I'm going to have trains running, you know, in what we call rail fan fashion. So, also, I might have to make this probably at least 2 feet wide along here. I'll probably have to have a section here. I don't know. I'd like to be able to have get my workbench usable again. Dang, that poor old forlorn workbench. Hadn't been used in years, but it is a good workbench. Well, I don't know if I'll be able to switch off of the main line, which is obviously the Line L track. Obviously, the next batch of track I'm going to be running is going to be running Gargraves. It's going to have to. And I'll be using switches. And it's got to come around to the yard here. Now, what I may do with this 2-rail track, which is 2-rail Line L track. Yeah, Line L didn't make it that way. I did. I made it for a specific purpose. And of course, it allowed me to run the 1-2 rail engine I have, which is great. I like running that engine, but I can't run it very much the way things are. Okay, but I do intend to have a yard here. The yard will probably be laid with Gargraves track, because I have plenty of that. And it's only going to be about a 2-track yard if I'm lucky. I might be able to put a little industry over in here somewhere. I'm not sure. So I'll have a little industrial track, maybe a couple of small industries. You know, something I can send a boxcar or a hopper to or something. And I do have some Gargrave switches, so that does make a difference, I guess. But I thought I would get y'all updated on how far I've gotten with the layout. I doubt seriously I'm going to keep too many engines parked on the layout. As soon as I get this shelf down here, and I do have a shelf down here, it's not only going to hold the power supplies, it's going to hold rolling stock and extra engines. I have a shelf unit I picked up off of a job that they were throwing out. They wanted it in the dumpster. I said, well, I'll stick it in the black dumpster with the bow tie on it. And so I put it in the back of my truck. I brought it home. That shelf will fit right in here just perfect. And when I get it in there, I'm going to have to cut it down because the shelf is probably goes about a foot above the layout here. But I can cut it down and I can, you know, get it in here. Down, it'll be maybe a 2 or probably about a 2 high shelf. 2 high shelves is what I'll have. And maybe put another one over there. And that'll hold more rolling stock. And it's one of those wire shelves, so, you know, I'm going to have to figure something out with it. But that's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm getting you up to date here. I'm trying to get this program going so that we can, so that I can entertain you people. I don't know what it is about those of us that don't like getting on camera too much. Anyway, like I said before, this car is in bad need of weathering. I've got a bunch of rolling stock, and I may bring back my program Weathering 101. Another thing I need to do, I've got a Type Q transformer. It doesn't work real well. It works good. I mean, but it's not smooth like it should be. I'm gonna have to get in there and see if there's a bunch of crud, or if the contact on the rheostat is loose or something. And I've got a Type R, which has two of the controllers on it and stuff. It's about 110 watt. This one's a 75 watt. I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to take the top off of it and see what I can see, and clean it up a little bit, and maybe that's all she really needs, because it's smoothed out. So, and I know that works well. So I know there's probably dirt on top of that contact, on top of that coil there. So, and if you get a lot of dirt on that tends to cause problems. And that way, I won't be trying to run the whole thing off of transformers like this. Alrighty. Until next time, I want to wish you all happy railroading. If you like the content, if you like my videos, go ahead and hit the like button. So YouTube will put it, you know, the good old algorithm will push it more to the top for more people to see. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. But as it sits right now, the wife has an appointment today. Well, we knew that was probably coming, didn't we? Yeah, maybe it'll help her walk better. We'll talk at you later. And happy railroading.